So this is another video on my independent contextual research. Based on some research I did previously, I wanted to look into the Ford women workers and their sort of relationships so that I could get a better understanding of how Rita would have had friendships with the girls and what that sort of would have been like. So I found a video, a modern video of, I think it's 4 of the Ford female machinists, and they're doing an interview at a school about what went on in the 1968 strikes. And although it is a modern video, I actually managed to gather some information on it that could link to what they were like in the factories and how that links to our work. So within the first minute, they are laughing and joking between one another. It's very jovial and conversational and just seems like a group of friends having a chat. And yeah, they're all sort of having a laugh and joking. They're talking about their movement and their factory work. However, they're still very casual, that, you know, they're answering these questions. However, they are still very casual and just chatting like friends would. And I thought this was very similar to how we are in the scenes. Obviously, they're very understated because they're not acting. Essentially, it's, you know, like much like naturalism, they are just chatting because it's not obviously acting. However, I still think, even though we play it up a bit, because it's in the musical theatre style, we're still having that banter and that joke between all of us, and there's still that really strong level of bond and friendship within the factory. And I made the point of, although this video is modern and it's of the women and they're not acting, it still shows you that really strong friendship between all of them. Even now, they're sat there joking, and you can see each different personality. You've got someone who talks the most, the lot, and there's a quiet one sat on the end of the panel, and it sort of shows that dynamics in personality and their mannerisms and the way they speak, their accent. And I think that's so clear in our scenes. So it just injects that little bit of truth to what we're doing. So in terms of how I inform this information into my practical work, I found that within the girls' scenes, and especially the songs now, I've become so much closer with the characters and their relationships. My understanding of Beryl and Rita's friendship and Sandra and Rita's friendship is a lot greater. I still think there are things that I need to learn, and that will happen as I go along the process. However, I think this information has really, just like I said, injected that bit of truth into our portrayal of them and their characters. Because you've got Beryl, who is the very loud one. She's very bold and brash, and her and Rita have this really good, strong friendship full of banter, and, you know, Rita constantly telling her to put a sock in it. That's one of the lines. It's just showing that bond and that strength, and I think it's so similar to the video that I found. So I think it's given it that strength that it needed, just to show that really truthful relationship. And although we are in the musical theatre style, I think this information has given the friendships a more naturalistic turn to them. In terms of this research and practice, I will upload some videos of the numbers that we have, and they really show, much like This Is What We Want, they really show the sort of banter between the girls, the fun they have in the factory. And I think that is really, really important to show. Reflecting on this further research that I want to do, I think I will do some more research on another topic, because I will come back to this one maybe later on in the project, or I might find that this one just progresses as it goes and I don't need to do any more research on it. So I will wait and see about that one.